All right, today's episode on Tequila Forever Tequila. I'm going to be doing a review on Tequila Terralta Extra Añejo. Check it out. Now, I know I did a review on this tequila before, but this one is the 5-year limited release. So in case you haven't watched that one, I'm going to talk just a little bit about this product, but if you want to get more information, you can look on their website. I don't even think they have a website, but you can look online, get a little bit of info, or you can watch that video. So this one right here, same, nom number 1579, El Pandillo. The price is about, 89 to 120. Average should be about 89. The lowest that I've seen it is 69.99. I read this is aged about 3 to 4 years, but I think it's 4 if I'm not mistaken. It's 100% deep well water. So I believe the water, you're getting it 460 feet in the ground. So like I said, this is a limited edition. The only difference, I believe, is that it has that extra year or maybe 2 years, depending if it's aged for 3 to 4 years. So, whatever one of the two it is, it could be a year or 2 more. So when I saw it, I said, I definitely got to pick it up. I got 2 bottles, one for me, one for my buddy. But if I end up liking it a lot, he might not get it. Yeah, it's kind of a dick move, but, it's limited. So he's the one who got me the Cascahuin from Mexico, the Extra Añejo. So I guess maybe I can't be that much of a dick, right? But all right, let's go ahead and crack this bottle open. And, I'll post some pictures or whatever if I have to, I'll check out the video afterwards to see how it comes out and, get the full bottle, but it's really the same, as the other one, Get that nice little pop to it. So I'll pour this glass out real quick. No glass right here for my wife. You want to go ahead and take that? All right. So another thing too is I'm not going to let this tequila really air out. Maybe just the time that I talk about it, because Felipe Camarena says that this product should be able to be drank straight out the bottle as soon as you pour it. Doesn't need to be air out. That a good tequila should be able to drink it just like that with no problem. Another thing about Felipe Camarena that I read is that he didn't like doing extra añejos, because for him it was like when he tasted an extra añejo, it was like, am I drinking a whiskey, a brandy? It feels like a lot of the agave was lost, but these products were in demand. And the best way that he's done it is to use his really, really, really old barrels that are so used up that a lot of the coloring and a lot of the strong wooden flavors that you would get from like a newer barrel or just a one-time pour would be gone. So his thing is the agave has to shine, and I definitely agree with that. That is the main thing in a tequila. It's all about the agave, and I understand if the longer time it ages, depending if it's a new barrel, old barrel, some of that is going to be lost. So for me personally, when it comes to an extra añejo, I expect some of the agave to be lost. And I look at the balance. To me, balance is the most important thing. I'm looking in the balance of, the influence of the barrel and the agave. So as long as that agave is strong and present, I think it's a good thing. When it's completely faded or you really have to dig in there just to get a little bit of a scent from it, then I think that's a problem. But I also look into how many years it's been aged. So if it's that limit of 3 years, I expect a lot more agave. If it's been aged, longer than that, 5 years, 7 years, 15 years, then obviously you expect just a little pinch. But all right, that being said, let's go ahead and start, looking at this in the glass. So this is like a nice golden amber or nice golden color. So it looks really nice. It's really, really light. I remember, showing some of my coworkers, this tequila. They didn't believe that this was an extra añejo. I brought them a sample. They said that's bull. They thought it was maybe like a reposado or something. But all right, I'm gonna swirl this up just a little bit, and I'm gonna take a look at it right here in the glass, so I can see the lines right there. And it looks nice. It's holding up really, really well. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the other bottle to do a side-by-side comparison. But, all I have to do is go back in my video. You guys watch that, compare it. But I kind of looked into my own video, and I'm going to be comparing some of those notes, to see the difference. All right, so it's enough about that. Looks like the viscosity is really, really nice. Nice color. So now let's go ahead and get into the aromas. Okay, so in this tequila, immediately you get really strong, presence of cooked agave. I get a little bit of like a whiskey-ish kind of aroma as well. I feel like I'm picking up more oak than the regular one. There is some minerality to this. Still picking up a little bit of light alcohol, some custard, cherries. Picking up some ripe fruits. Picking up black pepper, some cinnamon. So I feel like there's a lot going on with this. But it smells good. It smells fruity. I mean, it smells, smells really nice, I definitely like it. I feel like I get a little bit more aromas than I did on just a regular one. So that extra year or two, I think that it's definitely brought more barrel influences, but still the agave shines. Smells like, even kind of like a dessert, it's like a custard, maybe like a creme brulee, but it smells really, really nice. And it also has like a bold, it's a bit of a bold type of aroma to it. But all right, let's go ahead and get started with the flavors on this. All right, so I'm not going to judge that on that sip. So I can definitely say that this is packed with a lot more flavor. And this, what I'm picking up is, it's like a really silky, buttery. It's some vanilla, some fruit notes. You do get a little bit of like that whiskey-ish, flavor that I talked about. There's a little bit of heat. There's the pepper. I like the presence of the oak that it has. Oh, wrong one. Or just a little bit more. I also feel like, just smelling it again, perhaps there's a little bit of a very light smoke on this tequila. I believe they're not charred. I believe that's something that he don't do. But I feel like there's like a little presence, maybe a smoke, and perhaps that could be when cooking the agaves. Yeah, but I definitely like it. Like I said, on the taste, I'm definitely getting a silky, buttery vanilla, caramel fruit, pepper, a bit like a whiskey-ish, and it's a little bit of a smoke. And on the finish, I'm getting some minerals. You know, on the finish, I'm picking up that minerality and, you know, a little bit of oak. So I'll definitely say that this one, you know, they're both bold. And from what I remember, then the other one, maybe I didn't mention it, but I think it felt like it was a little bit citrusy. This one, I think that the flavors definitely come to life a little bit more. There's a lot more going on in the nose. So I think this tequila is really, really good. I picked it up, you know, for $70. And at that price, and considering how much time, you know, this took in the barrel, you know, no one's coming out of a respectable tequila, a distillery. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this tequila 93. And I think that's very, very accurate. 93 because it's at a good price. It's a good deal. It's a good product. You know, it's a good representation of what an extra añejo should be like. There's plenty of agave. You know, that's one of the most important things. It's like silky, you know, buttery, as I mentioned. You get that pepper, fruity notes, you know, smoke, and perhaps even a pinch of, you know, chocolate right on the aftertaste as well with the minerality, pepper. So I think it's a really good tequila. If you could pick it up that price, even $90, I still think it's a very good price. So if you guys find these, definitely pick them up. You know, it's the first time that I've seen that 5-year limited one. And if you like G4, I definitely think you guys are gonna like this one. You know, G4 used to be around the same price, like $80. Later, it was about 100 to 125. Now, G4 is like 150 to 200, but it's about 200 on average. To find it at $150 is extremely rare, but you still find it at that price. And you know, they are a bit difficult to find, but the prices are ridiculous. You know, so if you can't find that, but you like that product or anything, I definitely recommend this one. The price is better. I'm not saying that the quality is better, because G4 is definitely one of my favorite products, but you know, the prices and how difficult it is to find, I would definitely recommend this one here. It doesn't have to be the 5-year. It could be just a regular extra añejo. Definitely really, really good tequila. So, you know, salute, and thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this video.